And we are back for another episode of the Rush That Base series, episode 28. My name is Joe, and we are looking at this account and saying, what in the world is going on here? This is that series where I took a max Town Hall 7, and we upgraded nonstop to Town Hall 12 for the sake of the higher level troops and the siege machines, but those higher level troops have yet to happen. That's the fact of the matter. This laboratory looking pretty bad. In yesterday's episode for the Town Hall 10 free-to-play series, we talked about the laboratory and upgrade priority list and hammers and books and all that stuff. Dude, this thing is a hot mess, and I don't know when we're going to get it fixed. The one thing about a rush base is that you have to build the barracks, you have to upgrade the barracks, and then you have to try to get your troops upgraded. And there's all these different selections, and you don't even know where to start. We still haven't even unlocked the Electro Dragons yet. We got a ways to go on this bad boy. It's just so much work. I don't know how a lot of you guys do this stuff. You guys do this rush base thing, and you think that it might be beneficial and that you're going to go out and fix it, but realistically speaking, it's going to suck. It really and truly does suck. So this base is looking kind of deceptive these days. We got those walls starting to creep in. We got those level 10 walls. And we got a little patch over here of level 11s. That was a mistake last week. Got the goblins unlocked again. The sneaky goblins are back in action. We're going to do a little bit of farming today and try to fill up our storages and get this army camp down for upgrade. We got one more army camp. This is it to get it to level 10. That way we don't have to worry about them anymore, and we can train the maximum capacity that we can bring for a Town Hall 12. Now, this base is not placed in one of those tracker websites because I'm kind of scared to know how long it's going to take to max this thing out. So if you want to know, if you want me to put it in one of the tracking websites, drop it down in the comments below and let me know, because I'm a little sketchy about this. It's going to possibly take like a year or so to upgrade this thing to max, but who really knows? No matter how much you grind, we'll just have to find out in time. Now, who remembers the engineered system? Do you guys remember the engineered system or the 0.5 system? So basically the way it worked is that you would take a Town Hall 10 or a Town Hall 11 and you wouldn't build your Inferno Towers or you wouldn't build your Eagle Artillery. That's what this base is. There's no Eagle Artillery on this base. So it's a Town Hall 12 and it's looking pretty close to max Town Hall 11, but he doesn't have his Eagle built yet. So Justin Miller's going to 3-star this base. He does a really good job with just the E-Drags to take this base down. But this was an old system that we can't even build anymore. You can't even build those types of bases because now every time that you go up another Town Hall level, you got to build all the buildings that are associated with that Town Hall level. So engineering kind of died. And it was also a system that the competitive players absolutely hated. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you, it really did suck being a Town Hall 11 and then you're in the top of the war map and you got one of these types of bases down on the bottom side of the war map and they come up and 3-star you. Man, I hated those so much back in the day. But anyways, we're going to go ahead and speed this one up. That way we can show Justin take this base down. E-Drags, basic attack strategy here with the Electro Dragons taking down the base. And then he's going to bring in his Barb King and Queen. And obviously he's working on his hero levels right now. Level 28 King, level 32 Queen, and going to come back on the backside and take down the final buildings with his heroes. But yeah, this was just that old style base that just doesn't exist anymore. But a lot of players really liked it. It was a very popular strategy or a popular way to build a base a few years ago. But I'm starting to see less and less of them because I think players are realizing, oh man, it's really no beneficial factor anymore. All right, so we're going to go ahead and bail on that. That was a nice 3-star there. And we're going to go out and see if we can find a dead base. We were looking at a loot forecasting website earlier, and it was saying on the website something along the lines that loot was no good. And so I was kind of curious, and we were talking about this on Discord, and there it is. I mean, what was that, 2 clicks, 3 clicks, and I find a dead base. It was saying that during that time frame in the day, there was no loot, but then I was going out and I was still farming like about, I think I farmed about 5 million loot just sitting there playing the game. So we're going to go ahead and use our new level 8. We have new level 8 sneaky goblins. And the last time that we used them, we had like level 7s. So we're going to go ahead and do like we did last time and grab a little bit. And hopefully we can have a little bit of fun today and fill up those storages. That's what we really ideally want to do. Farming is really no different no matter what Town Hall level you are, to be honest. Like, of course, we have different levels and obviously we have different troops. But the concept is really the same, whether you're a Town Hall 10, Town Hall 11, Town Hall 12. Get a lot of comments asking, like, what should I use? I'm a Town Hall 11, what should I farm with? Whatever I used as a Town Hall 10 really works the same way, to be honest with you. So miners are really good. Goblins are still really good. The Barch is still really good if you can stomach using that for an extended period of time. And I think we're going to come through the top side of the base and just go ahead and secure the win on this one. Let's go ahead and bring a wall wrecker in. I'm using a wall wrecker. I can get one. I want to do it. So a lot of players not too happy about that. See the wall wrecker and they're like, I can't get the wall wrecker. Why are you using it? It's just like, oh, come on, man. You got to have a little bit of fun. If you can get them, why can't you get them, right? All right, we're gonna go ahead and drop a jump spell in this location. Let's place the heal. Nope. Hold that. Nope. Come on. Yep. Maybe. Oh, never mind. Maybe didn't need a heal spell after all. Come on, little buddies. Can you take it down? Yes, they did. And we do have some of the super barbs. I want to use the super wall breakers, but my main account still has like 2 or 3 days before I can unlock them. So we're still kind of bound on that. We can't really use them just yet. Anyways, that was a nice little pull. We're not going to use all of our army. I'm going to go ahead and pull on this raid and reset. Nice little pull there for not having any loot available, right? So after recording that last session, I got to thinking, I was like, what about players that might not know what a loot forecasting website actually is? So here's the one that I found. This is Clash of Clans Forecaster. And basically what it is it shows like how much loot it should be available for you, and it also has all these different numbers and stuff and showing like the online players, the offline players. It's actually quite interesting. I will link this one down in the description below for you guys to check out if you're interested in that kind of stuff. I don't necessarily base my farming off of websites like this, but some players might actually find some value in it, because it did say that it was in the red about 2 or 3 hours ago and saying that there was very limited loot available. And I was still finding quite a bit of loot. I was able to farm like around 5 million golden elixir, and obviously I spent it all on my walls. But the point behind that is that you really can't base it off of an API website and just kind of choose not to play, because then realistically you could be missing out on a lot of decent loot if you are awake and playing. All right, so we're going to go ahead and do this. We're cutting through walls. We're not going to waste the wall record just yet. We might waste it on this side of the base because we got to get through the core. Let's see what we got going on here. Let's use our queen over here so we don't have to waste any of our goblins. We got some loot there. Let's see if we can get down there. Let's drop our goblins to go over there and grab that loot. We got 55 of our goblins remaining, so let's try to make them count. Let's go ahead and bring the wall wrecker, and we're going to drop the Grand Warden, see if we can open up as many compartments as possible, and then we're going to use our heal spells to try to get them to the core. We got some wizard towers there. That's never really a good thing. Let's go ahead and use a rage spell in this location, beef them up a little bit, and they're going to go around the bottom side of the base where the wizard tower is located. That's never really a good thing. All right, so it looks like everything's in the core. Where'd the goblins go? All right, goblins are over here. We're going to drop a heal spell for them, and the warden's ability needs to be used, and he's going to capture some stuff, but not all of it. We're going to hold on to our jump spells. We're not going to waste any of our resources here, and we're going to grab a bulk of this. Maybe we might need a jump spell after all.
Nope.
Drop a jump. They're not even going to they're not even going to take it. Oh my gosh. All right, that's fine. Not that big of a deal. We're going to miss out on a little bit of elixir. Some bad timing on the jump spell. My bad. Don't judge me. Just straight up hustling that loot today, man. Look at that offer. Now, that's what I'm talking about. I love loot like this. I love it. This is a good time. According to the tracker, it says that it's in the yellow and that loot's not that good right now. So I don't know. That's just kind of... I don't really know. I don't understand that website at all. Like, cause it's saying that there's no loot, but I'm fine. This looks like loot to me. What about you guys? Does this look like loot? Like, cause I mean, I'm going to take it and I'm going to relocate it to where I need it to be. And Mr. Sneaky Goblin is going to help me do that. Now, hopefully he goes inside where he's supposed to go. Come on, little buddy. We're going to drop one and we're going to drop one. Can you tell that I've been using the regular goblins for a couple of days now? Because now I'm dropping more than one. I've been dropping way more sneaky goblins than I should. I've been wasting them, and that's never really a smart thing to do. Let's go ahead and send some down there, and we're going to have to place a jump spell right here, and let's drop a jump spell right there, maybe. Let's see if this works out. Let's come on, don't bounce on me. Drop the queen, and we're gonna have to use heal spells. Let's get where are they going? Come on, where are you guys going? Not that way. No, yep, this way maybe. Come on, you can do it. Oh, freeze this wizard tower. No, don't do that. No. Grand Warden, come on, man. Oh, he did save him. He got him. Oh, nice. Can they get it down? Yes, they got it. All right, woohoo! That's what I'm talking about. That was outstanding. They actually did what they were supposed to, and we got all the loot off this base. See, I had to rebound a little bit after that last attack with them jump spells and wasting loot. I mean, it's possible. They're pretty beast mode. They can get there, right? Okay, so now it's time to start speeding this process up, and I'm going to do something that most of you are not going to like, but you might understand the process as I do it. So let's go ahead and hit this base real fast. We got a full army trained. Now, here's the part that you're not going to like. A lot of you guys are very protective of your trophies, and I understand that. Some of you put in a lot of work to get those trophies, but let's say that you're trying to steal loot really, really fast, and you're trying to figure out how Joe does it. How does Joe get his loot so fast? Well, a lot of players do this. We're going to collect what we can from the exterior of the base. Doesn't appear that there's going to be anything else on the outsides of the base, and we're going to go ahead and take the log. There's the one. There's number one. You guys are going to not be happy. And then I go back out and I train some more goblins. And we got a full army again. Now we can go back out and search for another base. Now we found another base. This isn't necessarily a good one. We're going to find another one that's a little bit higher than that. Let me find one real quick just to hold that thought for a second. And about 5 clicks later, I find this base. Now this one's not necessarily as pretty as the other one, but we're going to follow that same pattern that we did in the last replay. And we're going to do our best not to use all of our sneaky goblins, but we might need to do more than what we did in the previous replay, which is going to cause us to have to spend a little bit more elixir to retrain them. But we're not going to use our spells. Now, if you use spells, you're obviously asking to use more elixir. We're trying to complete an elixir upgrade right now, and I don't want to spend the next 3 hours trying to steal loot. So we're going to grab what we can, and then we're going to roll out. So it looks like we got a lot of loot on this side. Looks like the weakened wall is right there. And so we're down to 61 of the sneaky goblins. We can go ahead and speed this up. A little less talk and a little bit more play. So let's do that real quick. Just hold on. Just hold on a minute. Hold that thought. We're going to go ahead and break through the wall there. And sneaky goblins are going to get in on the gold. And can they get the rest of the elixir? Looks like we're down to 900. And we're going to bail. I know you guys are not happy. Some of you that are trophy pushers or you're trying to hold on to your trophies, you're like, no, there's absolutely no way I'm doing that. But check it out. We're back up to 6.8 mil on the elixir, 6.7 on the gold. Do we have another army trained? We have a few seconds. There is a training boost involved, and we could use our whole army and retrain. But we want to get out there and do it as fast as possible. And I'm trying to do this in succession. That way it looks, that it's in real time. That way it's not kind of like deceptive in any ways, because it's really not deceptive. If you go out, find your loot, hit the base, take the loss, don't waste all of your army, and you still have a full army trained. You only got to wait a few seconds for, 7 sneaky goblins to train, and you go back out and do it again. This is a true farmer. A lot of players out there will say that this is a true farmer method. And just like that, army is ready to go back out and look again. Let me see if I can find another base. Hopefully it does not take that many clicks of next, but let's see what happens.
A few moments later.
And so this one took about 10 to 15 clicks of the next button, but we found another one that's over 500,000 golden elixir. So, I mean, it's really not a bad method to use if you can stomach not, worrying about your trophies and more worrying about getting the loot and getting out and getting back to your base and retraining your army and getting out and doing it again. This is quite possibly one of the best methods to use your training potions, to be honest. Just go ahead and take the loss. We didn't even really spend any elixir there. We're already back up to 7.3 million on the elixir. Oh man, we might actually have enough to do our upgrade, right? So we do have enough to do our elixir upgrade, but we're going to go ahead and train up. Well, we didn't have to wait. There it is. We have our army ready. Let me find another base, and we're going to finish up the video on this final raid. And we got about 200,000. Let me see if I can find a better one. Not necessarily too pleased with that. We want to find something about 400,000 and above, maybe more than that, of course. Let's see here.
Wow.
Very nice. There we go. Just like that. Now, this one is obviously, this base is still very much alive. So we're going to have to hit this one with all of our spells and stuff. But that was just a method on how to do it. That way you can kind of collect your elixir as quick as possible if you understand the concept. Let's go ahead and break through the wall here. We do have a few jump spells that we can use. We're going to bring some sneaky goblins over here to grab this loot over there. And let's use our Grand Warden. Now, we need that queen to turn back the other way. Let's go ahead and drop some sneaky goblins over here as well. Try to target this location. Let's not spend all of them. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and drop rage spell to speed these guys up. Let's drop a jump spell. That way they get to the core. And we might need to use the Grand Warden's ability to save them. We did save them. Let's go ahead and place a heal spell in this region. Use that queen's ability. It looks like the queen's going to take out some loot over there. And there's still about 500,000 loot available. So let's go ahead and drop a rage spell in this location. Let's place the jump spell right there. And let's go ahead and send some sneaky goblins in right there to help out. We'll use a heal spell maybe on this group over here. That way they get through this location and take down the last bit of loot. Did they get it all? Almost. Oh, maybe. We might get it. Wait, come on there. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Very nice. Outstanding sneaky goblins. They were working on defenses. We took down and still got the win, and we got a massive amount of loot. So we're going to finish up the video on that number. We're back up to 8.3 million and 8 million gold. So this is realistically how you would farm really, really fast if you wanted to collect your resources and possibly do walls or something, or put down a really, really expensive upgrade. In this case, we're going to go ahead and use our final builder to put this army camp down. This is the final army camp to go to level 7, and that is going to wrap us up for today, guys, on the Rush base series. If you got something out of the video, make sure you leave a like on the video, and if you are not subscribed already, make sure you hit that subscription button and turn on those notifications. And if you need any additional video support, click one of those links over there, and we will see you in the next one, guys. Take care.